Good day, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Datacraft by Precious. Today, we are going to be exploring the top 5 essential formulas every beginner should know. So, firstly, you need to understand that a formula is an expression which calculate the value of a cell, but functions are predefined formula. So, get to make let's explain that basically. Let's say we have products. So you get, let's say we have good price. Let's say we have the new price. So my last video I explained how to enlarge. So you can have okay, let me delete this. So we have our old price, then here we have our new price. So let's say this product is let's just get an hypothetical name for it. Let's say this is Bexel. Let's say this is Limo. Let's say this is shoe. Let's say this is a bike. So let's say the price, let's say this is 50, this is 20, this is 30, let's say this is 40. So let's just take a random number. So let's load it. Let's say okay, this is the total. So equals to. Now, when I say equals to, you will see that this is the formula bar. Here you can see it here. Equals to. So to appear anything in type, we appear in the formula bar. So equals to. Let me add the price of Bezel plus the price of Limo. Enter. That's 70. So what I just did now is a formula. So this is B4 plus B5. So this is one of the formulas we have in Excel. This addition. So it can be this B4 into brackets. Let's say we now want to multiply Limo multiplied by shoe multiplied by bike. So what do we have here? Okay, there's an error. Okay, so this, so it cannot multiply more than 2 because we're using a formula, we're not using a function. So these are just basic formula. I was trying to explore the formula. You can see this now. So I multiplied B4 multiplied by B5 multiplied by B6. So then we add 30,000. So if we drag this to the right, Excel will automatically pass if you want to do the same thing. So you can see it did the same thing for what we have there, provided that both of them are on the same row. So this is we just plot functions there. Sorry, formula I mean. But let us now explore the functions part of what we want to do today. Okay, escape. So you can exit all this. You can just exit everything, just remove them. So now we'll be looking at 5 functions today. So let's list them. 5 functions. So the first function we'll be looking at the sum. Number 2, we'll be looking at the count. Number 3, we'll be looking at the mean, that's minimum. Number 4, we'll be looking at maximum. And the last one, which is the 5th one, we'll be looking at what? The average. So these are the basic 5 functions every beginner should actually be familiar with. In my other videos, I'll be explaining more functions like the sum if, the and, the or. So just expect my next video. I'll be shedding more light on various types of advanced functions you need to understand in my subsequent videos. But in this video, I just wanted to focus on these 5 Excel functions. So now let's start with the sum, which is actually going to do the total. So sum is for like adding everything. So let's say this is equals to sign, right? So sum, you type your sum. You can see there are different types of sum if, sum products, and the likes, but we are dealing with sum. So sum of what? So we want to sum from B4 to what? B7. So you can simply just hold and drag. Then you can close the bracket, or you can actually type B4 colon B7. It's still going to be the same thing. So but close the bracket, then equals to. You can see it actually automatically sum everything from B4 to B7. So this is it. So it's 140 now. So for the new price too, we can do the same thing, or we can also drag. If you drag this, it automatically what? Sum everything as what? 94. So let us say, for example, let me change this 50 to 60 and let's see what happens. You see that it will automatically change. You can see it automatically change to 150. That's supposed to tell you that once we change anything, it will actually what? Reflect the change in your function. Hope we are cool on that. So that's for the sum. Let us go to the count. So count. So this normal count function is just to count the total number of elements we have. So let us say count. So let us use our count function. So different type of count, which I'll be explaining in my next video, like count if, to count if there's a certain condition. If certain condition exists, maybe count if a certain number is actually greater than something. But this is just the normal count function. You can see when I input the count function, it showed me the value 1, value 2. So it's talking about all the values we want to count. So I want to count from B1 to B7. How many elements are there in B1 to B7? So let's close the bracket. What do we have? We have 4. You can observe that from B1 to B7, we have just 4 elements. That's 60, 20, 30, 40. Just 4 elements from B1 to B4. So we have that. So we can do the same thing by dragging to the right. If you drag to the right, you can see it's also 4 elements we have in the price. So that's basically the count function. So let us talk about the next one, the mean. So the mean is just for the minimum. What is the minimum value in these 4 products? What's the minimum value we have? So you can use the formula mean. Mean, you can see it. Just click on it. So mean of what? So minimum value. So just 20. You can see 20 is the minimum value here. 60, 20, 30, 40. The minimum value is 20, right? So you can drag to the right. So dragging to the right, you can see we have 12. So that's nice. 12 is the least value here. So the next one, same thing for maximum. The maximum we have equals to max. So you drag everything that's from B4 to B7, yes, 60. That's the highest maximum number. Yeah. And the last one is called average. Average is another word for mean. So we want to calculate the average of all the prices. What is the average of these four prices? What is the average of the new price? What is the average of the old price? So equals to, so use your average. You can see it's average. This one, average. So you can select everything, enter. That's 37.5 for the average. That's, which is also called mean. So that's 23.5. So then we are cool. So we have the old price, we have the new price, we have everything. So yeah, you can, for it to, you can add more things by formatting it as a table. Let's say we want to format this as a table. We have this. Yeah. So we have formatted this as a table now to make it make sense, right? So you just want to format this also. Also, you just want to format this, want to format this as a table too. Okay. This is just to make it more cool, right? So in my next video, I'll be explaining more functions. Basically, I'll be explaining more functions. Um, the sum if, the and, the or, and their uses, and we'll be taking a very comprehensive example. But I just want you to practice this. This is just like a basic, it's just like a basic formula, right? I want you to practice this. I want you to familiarize yourself with this. So by my next video, when I'm explaining the advanced functions, the sum if, the or function, the and functions, you'll be able to participate very well in it and understand very well. So have a nice day. Subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Thank you.